Hey everybody, welcome to The Warp. I'm Jack Rita with Future Pastimes, and I'm going through all of the aliens in the Fantasy Flight edition of Cosmic Encounter and deciding for myself what do I think is the best alien that starts with a particular letter. And we are on the letter M right now. And there are a number of M aliens to choose from, but I think there's one that rises to the top, and that alien is Merchant. Now, Merchant is from Cosmic Incursion, which was the first expansion for Cosmic Encounter, and I think it's a very powerful and versatile alien. So let's take a look at what it does, and then I'll tell you why I think it's the best M alien. So Merchant has the power to hire. As a main player or ally, after encounter cards are selected but before they're revealed, if you have at least one ship in the encounter, you may use this power to play one or more cards face down from your hand as hired ships. These cards are treated as extra ships you have in the encounter, and you may have them in addition to your normal maximum of 4 ships as the offense or an ally. Hired ships cannot be played for their card effect and are not considered part of your hand. Other players can't look at them or draw them. Any hired ship that goes to the warp or would be removed from the game is discarded. Otherwise, hired ships become normal cards again and return to your hand at the end of the encounter. So there are a number of factors here. First of all, it's main player or ally. So you're going to get to use this alien's power quite a lot in the game. As long as you have one ship in the encounter, which is most of the time if you're in the encounter, you're going to have a ship. Not all the time, but certainly most of the time. Now, you can play extra cards down and have more than 4 ships. So you could attack with 4 ships and then play 7 of your cards down. And now you're already at 11, where normally you would be at a 4. And this is on, the first encounter, as long as you still have an encounter card to play. And so the other thing is that this is a great alien for hand management. So if you have a number of cards that you don't mind risking, if you end up losing them, well, they're out of your hand. So that's not terrible either. And it's a really powerful effect if, say, you are a defensive ally, especially with the reward deck in play, because that's how you build up your hand to an absurdly large size, which means that now you're even more powerful as the Merchant because you have even more hired ships that you could potentially bring to bear. So Merchant player with a very large hand of cards is much stronger. But yeah, even if you're just adding 4 or 5, that's most reinforcements right there. So you just throw those cards down. Probably if you have reinforcements, you should hold on to those because one of those is going to be worth more as a reinforcement than it will be as a hired ship. But I've done it in a situation, again, where I was trying to get a lot of cards as a reward. I went ahead and I played a couple of reinforcements in there as well, just to get the extra cards. So Merchant, really powerful alien, and that's the Merchant right there. This is a hired gun. So yeah, it's really strong and can fire a lot. And again, you're going to draw a new hand if you end up using up all of your cards. That sometimes is a great option too. So if it's a bad hand, you risk all the cards. If it's a good hand, and maybe some of them, getting those extra points though, that's ultimately what helps you to win the game. So that's my take on M. I mean, I looked at all the other aliens. The new Masochist from the Alt timeline, very strong too. Much harder to get those ships out of the warp. And I love an alt-win alien, especially one that has a little bit of agency over its win conditions. That was a contender. I toyed around with a couple other things. The new Macron, too, I think is really good. But I think Merchant is just so much better in just about any circumstance. It's good in a low player count, high player count. It's just a really powerful alien. And yeah, I'm kind of amazed that it doesn't have a limit to the number of cards it can play. It's just whatever. If you've got 15 cards, as long as you have your one that you need to play and reveal as your encounter card, but as an ally, you can be like throwing down the whole hand and let's go. Giddy up. Let's win this encounter. So let me know your thoughts. Do you think that Merchant is the best alien that starts with the letter M? You think it's a different one? Make your case. We want to hear We can debate and discuss. I'd be curious to know what alien you think is better than Merchant when it comes to aliens that start with the M. That's it for this one, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.